Hey guys, coming boss from Amerime Media, and I'm joined with Demon Engine.
Yo, yo, what's up, everybody?
After that tearjerker of an episode last week, shout out to Ron Swanson. This week we meet our first villain. We'll talk about this and everything else that happened in this week's episode or the last episode. Roll the intro. Yeah, so just to recap, last week's episode was it was amazing, right?
It was really fucking good. It was nice, wholesome, actually, surprisingly.
Yeah, very wholesome, very surprising. They went off the rails from the game. Episode three.
I
Episode
appreciate that.
two. Episode two was rough.
Ooh.
Episode two was rough. So we needed that law. In the episode that palate cleanser. I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
This episode. I guess. I guess we back to work, right? We back to work this
We back.
episode.
We back to work this episode, but it's a nice. We get it. It's still a nice moment.
Yeah,
It's
definitely,
like
definitely.
little nice moments, actual bonding going on. So
Yeah, so we get to see Joel and Ellie ride around and build truck, and they're bonding this episode. This episode really feels like they're about to become friends, and this
yeah,
and this. But we also get to meet our first villain,
Joel's a
people.
better person than I am.
I mean, the first villain is the clickers, but people. I will argue people are a worse villain than any zombie from any universe. What you think, Engine?
Yeah,
Because these motherfuckers can do what you could do. At least the zombies in any universe, even with the clickers, like they don't have smarts.
you
I
don't
mean,
have
you can kind of
smarts.
like
They
outmaneuver
acting
them,
off instinct. Just one goal. Eat shit.
right? Right, to spread their virus. But humans are just horrible. and, and
Devious.
and me and you talked about this on the first episode. As soon as the fall of society happened, we reverted right back to being heartless creatures to each other.
Lawless animals.
right down, right down to fucking hanging each other. Like as soon as society fell,
Hang that. Now I got the rope right here.
and this is the government doing this. Just like this is not the I guess you say bandits because the free people that you meet in this one because they call themselves the free people. It's a group of people from the Kansas City uh, QZ, the quarantine zone, and they took it over. They knocked out the law that was in there, the government that was in place, and they took it over. But as through our history, when we see rebellions and the people who lead the rebellion often become the tyrant.
Can we talk about how wild that was? That in that moment, she's like, "If we got a doctor, no, no, that ain't gonna do anything." And she doesn't hesitate to go back there and put one in my man's stomach.
Yeah, so when you meet the free people, Joe and Ellie has to take a detour. They're on the highway heading to Wyoming. They had to take a
Yeah,
detour because the highway was blocked off and there's no way around. So they take a detour through Kansas City. They get ambushed by the quote unquote free people. who when you first meet them just seem like a regular group of bandits. Seems like a random group of bandits. Chaos ensues, and of course our heroes win.
Yeah.
And then you meet Elizabeth, right? Do you meet Elizabeth, the leader of the free people, and she's interrogating the man who brought her into this world, her doctor,
Her
the
actual.
doctor who helped her mother give birth to her.
She shot the first per. She shot the first person to ever hold her. Some wild shit.
Some wild shit. So when she comes out, she see the people that Joel and and Ellie took care of. We also get to see the Ellie shoot what we think is her first person.
Yeah.
Cause Joel's
She
getting his ass whooped and he's about to die, and Ellie pulled that blicky out and popped the ball.
popped right in
She
his
was
leg.
she was stuck. She was froze after that. She was no
He
good.
was he was full on down to kill Joel. Then he got popped in the leg, turned around, he's like, oh wait, we can talk about.
He like, hey, little girl, the fight is over. Everything's good now. Like, no, you was just about to kill my man. You was literally just about to kill him.
It's about to kill.
Seconds away from this adventure being over. And now it's over because your dumb ass got shot. So we see Joe step in and do the dad thing again. This is going to be like the running theme because he sees Ellie as his second chance with his daughter. So in episode 3, Ellie was asking Joel about the ravine, and Joel was trying to save her, tell her, "Don't go over there. It's nothing good over there." And she like, "Is it gonna hurt me?" Joel like, "No, but it's nothing good." She ignored him, and she seen dozens of the dead, burned bodies that the army killed. So I think throughout this season, it's gonna be a running theme of Ellie growing up, and Joel is going to try to help her keep her innocence as long as he can until he can no longer do.
Yeah, that's gonna be the way it goes. I can tell you now though, Joel better person than me. I couldn't be in the apocalypse with somebody that got a book full of puns.
Yo, them puns was amazing.
I couldn't do
Those
it.
puns was amazing. Did you know that diarrhea is hereditary? It runs in your genes. I was on the floor. I mean, it's corny dad jokes, but that was funny.
You disgust me.
And I mean, what's the first thing you need in a apocalypse is a quality dad joke. Those was quality dad joke. I stayed up all night to see the sun, and then it dawned on me. Quality dad jokes. Don't hate that book. I'm gonna find that book and I'm gonna read it to you as a lullaby.
Fuck no.
I'm gonna call you on Facebook. And you're gonna get one. You gonna get one of them Jones every single night to help you
And
sleep.
I'm gonna hang up on you every single time.
So we see Ellie get this book full of puns, and throughout the episode, she's firing these things off at Joel. And at first, cranky, cantankerous Joel, like, I don't want to hear that shit. But as the episode goes on, he starts to laugh, and they really start to bond in this episode. I think, like you said, Angie, that was the theme of this episode.
It was this show to tell us that your shit's about to pick back up. Shit is getting real. You're gonna get real soon. I feel like in the next episode. But here you get to see and witness more bonding between them.
especially after Ellie shot the guy and Joe was trying to talk to her. He like, look, it's cool, it's okay. Let me show you how to properly hold and shoot a gun, and dad stuff,
Yeah, cause
dad
that
and
was
daughter
real
stuff.
close. His, she lowered her hand. I'm like, yo, you gotta pick the angle, cause you could definitely hit Joe.
I was thinking the same thing. I like that. She drops her hand a little low. I know when you pull the trigger, it's a kickback, so the gun raises, but like they legs were side by side. She could have just as easily shot Joe ass. Pop Joe in the leg instead of the guy. I was like, oh, when she fired
Ended
that gun, I said, oh Lord,
ended the series right there.
end of the series. Shot Joe in the artery. Yeah, turn around, kill her. Game over. Let's go home. End of the world.
Truck full of new truck, two men down, and a new truck full of weapons.
And they took and they definitely got Joe truck and all his weapons. We'll see if he get it back next week. But right now, my man running low. I think Ellie got one clip and Joe might have a clip, but of course, next week he'll they'll probably get their truck back or take one of the free people's truck.
Yeah, what are those?
But also, like I said, we get to meet the free people and Elizabeth, and she's after uh a
Henry.
guy, Henry,
Yeah,
because Henry was partially responsible for her brother's death at the hands of the government that was leading that QZ at the time before she helped throw it over. So she's out for revenge this episode. I'm just out here looking for revenge. That's her theme song. I forget the actress name, but she always plays a nice, sweet character in everything that she's in. So it was cool seeing her like a little dark this episode. Like like Angel said, she was interrogating the doctor. She put the gun to his head. He like, hey, what you don't think I'm gonna kill you? He like, nah, I don't think you got it in you. And then when she came outside and seen her men dead, she like, we have a doctor. Guy like, it ain't gonna matter. She walked back, said, open that door, and shot his ass. One shot.
came back and was like, "Don't you know? I got that dog in me." Bah!
And she ordered the government that she put in place, her militia, to go door to door because she blamed what happened on Henry. Now you get to see Henry and his little brother at the end of the episode, where Joel and Ellie took shelter in one of the buildings that Henry and his brother, I guess, was also staying in. They got the drop on Joel, Joel and Ellie. So we'll see what happens next episode. Oh, also that crater that was in the ground. I almost forgot
Or
about the crater.
the fucking crater. She a wild one
Fuck
for that.
that crater.
He
I
would have. I
would
would have been like, nah, nah. That's Henry's problem now. Pack your shit up. We all routing. That's
I would have
Henry's
still
problems now.
I would have sealed that door. I like let's find a way to keep this door closed permanently, bruh. I mean I understand we're not leaving this QZ zone because then like we'll be nomads and homeless and eventually they're just turning to bandits
That's a lot
instead
of
of
people there.
protecting their
That's a
home.
large roving uh band of bandits right there. Need
You
to get set
know,
fuck out of this situation.
you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking like Joel should hand over the codes to Bill Gates because Bill had locked down
A whole town. Yeah.
a whole town. He had to himself. I'm pretty sure a nice group would like keep that joint going. I like that's a waste. That's what it is. I hope somebody get that joint. I hope somebody good get that joint.
Yeah.
Got they got fresh, clean, running hot water. Bill had that joint pumping, and Frank because Bill would have turned into something else if it wasn't for Frank. Bill would have been a mean shooting motherfucker if Frank didn't come along.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Just body,
Yep,
burn the body later. That's
yep,
all we got to do.
yep. God, God sent God sent Frank to Bill. He like this motherfucker right here is gonna go off the deep end. If he ain't got no companionship.
Gonna make it worse for everybody.
Everybody.
Anybody
I
that's
think
stroking
Bill
that
gonna be
off, it's
out
gonna get
there
worse.
hunting motherfuckers. You say?
Getting bored. He's gonna be any and everybody that wanders on his territory gonna get it. You're right. He might be like, fuck it. I'm tired of dealing with these zombies. These
He just
these
been
is
out
just
there
easy
hunting.
kills and start hunting motherfuckers.
Just start hunting
Imagine,
motherfuckers.
imagine having to deal with zombies and motherfuckers going full craving the hunter on.
Right, right, right. Like when those bandits came, if it wasn't for Frank distracting Bill was laying those bandits out. He was still in the middle of the street. Blah, 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 laying them bandits out. I think Bill would have became a hunter. He would start hunting people and hunting clickers. That's what I said. God sent Frank. Make sure he did. But yeah, so they found a crater in one of the basement of the building, and the goddamn thing looked like it's breathing,
And I'm just like,
like
are the motherfuckers tunneling?
they are tunneling.
Oh, that's
They
gonna be
are
a done
tun-
for me.
they
I
are
already got.
tunneling.
I already feel some type of way having to deal with that fact. That fact on Back for Blood.
What?
The zombies tunneling and shit.
Right,
All right,
right.
that already makes me feel. I already feel uneasy. But you mean we can't just make a settlement now without having to worry about motherfuckers just one day rising up from the fucking crack in the ground because they just been quietly tunneling for years? Hell no.
Yep, yep, yep. High walls not gonna keep them out no more. They got that magnesium. Magnesium travel underground. They go through stone and concrete like like trees. They gonna pop up like daisies. Like I said, I'd have sealed that door. I'd have welded shut if I could. If not, I'd have like just buried that whole basement. Lock the doors, just stuff it full of shit. Like they opened it, there'd been a wall of shit right there. Like a wall of like stones, crates, whatever.
Tables, we just had motherfuckers moving desks from the
Yup,
upstairs, just we just
yup.
piling all
Cin-
that into the basement.
Cinder blocks. I'd have been, I'd have put a wall right there. Like,
From the back wall to the ceiling, all
yup,
the way to the stairwell, to the top of the stairwell. Just
yup,
nope.
yup. Cinder block that whole room out. So we got a glimpse of next episode. Uh, that crater do fall, and the fucking clickers do come. We get to see the relationship between Henry and Elizabeth. So we'll probably see what actually happened. Um, I'm loving the series so far. I mean, they took some liberties from it from for 3 and 4, which I was hoping they did not follow the game verbatim. But yeah, I'm liking it. What about you, Engine?
I'm fucking loving it. It's a good last. If I'm being honest, Last of Us is a palate cleanser in general from when early in the week when I watch film.
Chief, when you watch what?
Velma. I
Uh,
use Last of Us every Sunday as the palate cleanser.
that's crazy that you gotta watch a zombie apocalypse show to get a palate cleanser from cartoon. Supposed to be the other way around.
Right? At
But we
least
gonna talk
at least
about
Last of
Velma
Us
when it's
got more
officially done.
wholesome. At least Last of Us got more wholesomeness to it.
Velma's a little brutal,
Okay. But yeah,
a little hard.
that's the end of this. That's the end of our discussion for now.
So,
We'll see.
what do y'all think about episode 4? Are you liking the pace of it? Like we know, it got greenlit for season 2, so season 1 is gonna follow uh the first game, and season 2 is gonna follow the second game. So if you play the game, you kind of know where they're gonna be at, what's gonna happen. Even though they divert a little bit, but they can't really because the game is linear. So what do y'all think? Tell us below. Tell us in the chat. I mean, I always respond in the chat. Let's have a discussion. Say bye to the people, engine.
Peace, y'all. See me when I'm streaming.
Every day from 6 to 9 on our
Yeah, every day.
YouTube, our Facebook, and his Twitch. The
Twitch.
links will be in the description for that to join the Demon
Tuesday,
Army.
Thursday, and Sunday. No, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Horror streams from 11 to 2. So, be there. Watch it.
All
Support
right,
your day. Join the Demon Army.
join the Demon Army. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Have a good night or morning. Peace.